Hello guys, this is RONY VELASQUEZ. The reason I put this video together is because I want to tell you the differences between credit repair, credit settlement, and debt consolidation, because a lot of people get confused about this and there's a lot of information out there on the internet. It's all misleading and confusing. I just want to clarify it once and for all so you got the right information, the right tools in front of you. Let's say that you or your clients have collections, judgments, repossessions, foreclosure, short sale, etc. So what a credit repair company will try to do is that the credit repair company will come after those collection companies and say, you have the burden of proof. You have to prove to me that this collection is still open, that this collection hasn't been paid, that it wasn't paid on time, that this collection is still within the statute of limitations, because there's also a statute of limitations, that you have followed the legalities of reporting this collection into the credit bureaus, because there are certain laws that they have to follow. Collection companies, they cannot just report a collection account into your credit just like that. They have to follow certain procedures to do that. One of the procedures is that they have to let you know in advance that they're going to report it as a collection in your credit. They have to send you a certified mail letting you know that they're going to report it as a collection. And most of the time they don't follow these procedures. And there's some other ones. What these credit repair companies do is that they try to dispute that information. They say, hey, you know what? You didn't follow the law. You didn't do it the right way. And you cannot prove to me that this collection even exists. Sometimes they're sold so many times they lost completely the paper trail on that collection, so they don't even know who the original creditor was. So you have to provide the burden of proof that this account is still open and still active and all that. And because these companies cannot prove that, the law says within 30 days they have to remove that information from your credit. So that's one way to do it, all right? Now, the other way to do it is with the credit settlement company. The credit settlement company, what they do is they come to those collection companies and they say, hey, you know what? This collection you have right here, they owe you $500. They're gonna give you $75 and give me a deletion letter. So what they try to do is they try to settle with these collection companies and they say, if we can pay you this amount of money, will you remove it from the credit? And some of these collection companies, and most of them actually, will say, sure. They prefer to make $50 than making nothing, right? So they say, sure, we'll do it for you. So what they do is that they talk to all of your creditors that you have collections or derogatories with, and they try to settle all those accounts. Usually they settle those accounts between 10 to 20 cents on the dollar or something like that. And then once that's done, they get the deletion letters, they send them over to the credit bureaus, and voila, your credit is fixed after this process. You have to remember that you have to settle your accounts. You're gonna need some money to settle your accounts. And it could be anywhere between a few $100s to maybe a couple of $1,000, depending on how many accounts you have open and how much is the balances and all that. Now, which one is better? Is it credit repair better than credit settlement? I think they're both pretty good. Which one would be better financially for you? It really depends on how much money you owe in your collections. I would recommend that you get a quote from the credit settlement company so you can see what the charge is going to be, and you compare that to the credit repair company and see what the charge is going to be and choose whatever is best for you. As a matter of fact, if I had the money, I would probably do both. I'll probably start with the settlement, and whatever accounts they cannot clear, I'd just go with the credit repair and do the credit repair. But that's just me. Now, the third part of this is the debt consolidation companies. You've heard a lot of debt consolidation companies out there, make a single payment and all that. I do not like debt consolidation companies. I don't. I totally don't like debt consolidation companies, and I'll tell you the reasons why. Let me explain you what the process is so you understand it, okay? Debt consolidation companies is for accounts that you have open at this moment, for example, credit cards and things like that you're behind on the payments and you cannot pay them, or you're about to be sent to collections, or you're already in collections and so on, and you owe them money and they're harassing you and all that, right? So what a credit settlement company will do is that they will charge you, let's say, anywhere between 10 to 15% of your balance. And let's say your balance is $20,000. So they'll charge you about $3,000 for the service. But here's the problems that I have with that. If you have to pay them $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, they will not work on your case until you pay them the $4,000. So all this time that you are paying them, you're not paying your creditors. They're still harassing you and all that. And here's the second problem I have with that. Let's say, for example, they set up a payment of $500 a month and you owe them $4,000. For the first 8 months or so, they're not going to work for you because you haven't paid them the amount of money that they need to get paid. Now, once you continue paying them, let's say for a year or a year and a half, they're going to start selling your accounts, and they're going to start sending $500 here, $500 there, and they start selling your accounts. But here's the problem. A lot of people fall through the process. All through this process, a lot of people stop making their payments, and what happens at that moment is that everything is lost. You already lost all the money that you paid. Nothing gets done. Everything is the same. And the third part of that is that it's very hard to find a good, reliable, and honest debt consolidation companies. A lot of these companies are fly-by-night operations. They stay in one place for 2 or 3 years, and then they disappear, and they open another branch, another phone number in another city, and you can't find them. And all the money that you already paid them is already gone. So debt consolidation, I do not like it. Credit repair, credit settlement, I agree with those. Now, having said that, if you have any questions regarding credit repair, credit settlement, or debt consolidation, give me a call back at the office or send me an email. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.